Morning, mighty historians. Mr. Holland here on what is a sunny, little blustery, a little windy um, Tuesday. It's April 14th. Don't forget that your taxes are due tomorrow. Yay, tax day. Taxes are the worst, the absolute worst. Not even going to share my opinion on taxes. Anyway, today I've got a great quote of the day for you. But first, I hope you have a great math slash science and elective day today. And just hope that all goes well. Thank you for your work yesterday and looking forward to another day of history tomorrow and English. I guess English is first tomorrow. But anyway, getting to our quote of the day. Okay, so probably you've heard it before. It is an often quoted quote, and I don't think it's applied as much as it really needs to be. So, from Martin Luther King Jr., I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. The thing I love about it is that what he says at the end, being judged by the content of our character, that's being judged by who we really are. Okay, none of us have control over our skin color. None of us have control over where were born or the circumstances we were born into. But we do have control over how we react to those circumstances. And that's our character. And the way we treat others, the way we react to situations, the way we're even reacting to the coronavirus, that shows who we really are. Our character deep inside of us isn't a color, but it is who we are. And so I love that quote. I'm going to read it again. I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. So very, very good. Okay, moving on to today in history, some very important events. In 1828, the first edition of Noah Webster's dictionary is published. That's the actual dictionary book, that you open up and you find your word, and then you find your definition, and then you might find your synonyms and antonyms there if that word doesn't fit. So it's an actual book, not a website, but a book. Um, and that is a huge, huge change for our country, having our own American dictionary. Okay, so that's 1828. We're heading up in a couple years to the 200th anniversary, I guess, of the Noah Webster Dictionary. In 1865, very tragic day for our country, and that is the day that President Abraham Lincoln is assassinated in Ford's Theater by John Wilkes Booth. Um, it would be, I think it would we'd be a maybe not a completely different, but a definitely different country if he had um, lived and completed his second term. I think it would have been. I don't know what it would have been, but I can say it would have been better than what it was. Okay, next, and I'm going to say near and dear to my heart because I have studied this since I was a kid, and I've loved uh, this ship, I'll say. So in 1912, this is actually a sad moment, but the passenger liner Titanic, deemed unsinkable, strikes an iceberg on her maiden voyage and begins to sink. Um, the ship actually tomorrow, um, early in the morning, actually completely sinks with a loss of over 1,500 lives. Um, so I have to say that is I've studied the Titanic for years, and I've loved it, loved studying it. And that's a huge change in culture of that time period. Okay, I'm just going down real quick. In 1981, another year that is very special to me, that's the year I was born, America's first space shuttle, the Columbia, returns to Earth. And so, a very, very exciting day for America, and kind of sad that we don't do space flight with our own space shuttles anymore. Okay. So I've got two quotes for us today from alumni, Taylor and Studi. So Taylor says, "Don't ever feel embarrassed or ashamed of the dreams you have." And I can say that, you know what? Dream your dreams. They're going to change over time, but keep dreaming. Dreams are amazing and having them. And Studi, and these are two different students, is along the same lines. She says it's okay to have different dreams and aspirations than you did in high school. You're allowed to follow your own dreams and not do what others expect you to do. At the end of the day, your happiness comes first, and if you're not doing what you love, then it's not worth it, and you will probably be miserable doing it. Also, you will always end up where you're meant to be. And that one really hits home because I explained my story and how I got into teaching. And I never looked back. That was probably one of the best decisions I made, was to quit accounting and go into teaching. And I've loved, 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 loved almost every minute of teaching. And I can say that sincerely. I can say that genuinely. Um, and I've loved almost. Well, I could say I've loved almost all my students. There's just been a very, very small handful. But all of you this year, love you, miss you, um, and hope we can be together again soon. So, okay, next part, a little bit of silliness, and I've not done this yet, but we're going to make a mask. And so the other day I was at the grocery store on Friday. I was going Fridays. And I felt a little judged because everyone was wearing a mask, and there were like two or three of us there that didn't have a mask. And like, I didn't have a mask. And I knew that on Saturday it was going to be the law that if you go out, you have to wear a mask. And so I didn't have a mask, and I felt really judged. And I'm like, I don't even know where to get a mask. You hear on the news, well, we don't have enough masks here. We don't have this mask. So where am I going to get a mask from? I don't have, people are making scarves and bandanas. I'm like, sorry, I don't have those things. I don't know how to sew. Um, but great idea came to mind, and so we're gonna try it out. And I will say I do have a mask now. I was given a mask, and that I hate because it just fogs up my glasses when I'm out, so I really can't see. And then I'm like, doesn't that anyway? Anyway, but okay, homemade mask right here. So we're gonna try it out. And you know what? I thought about this, and I just started to laugh. It's gonna be good. I hope it is. Anyway, I have a band-aid. You have a band-aid, I'm sure, at home. Okay, so you just need a band-aid. And I can say I've never done this before, have not practiced this, so it's all good. And I have a tissue, just a Kleenex. And this is a super solid tissue. This is like the good Kleenex. This isn't school Kleenex. Okay, so let's undo this, and I'm just gonna do this live because I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but we're gonna have fun. Okay, so you take your band-aid, you take it off, and you're not going to, put this over a wound so you can touch it. And you're going to take your tissue, okay, and just put it on your tissue. Okay, so see like that, see how it is? And try not to get it, okay, but you just do it like this, okay, and then here, let's see if this works, okay, and then you just put it right here. Let's see. Okay. That didn't work very well. Maybe it's because I got eyebrow hair in the middle. Okay, and there you go. Maybe you need like duct tape or something. And you know what? It's amazing because it lets you breathe. Like you can. I'm just gonna push it in. Maybe I'll put my glasses on just to reinforce it. Okay, there you go. There you go. So okay, so see, you got your tissue. It's breathable. Okay, and it collects all those germs as you leave, but it leaves getting fresh air in there. Okay, so there we go. Maybe you want to use a piece of scotch tape, duct tape, probably not duct tape, but there you go. Homemade tissue. You are saving lives with this. This little thing, this little tissue, that can take a big old sneeze and all the stuff that goes with it. Coronavirus, stuff inside your nose, it's all there. So there you go. A little bit of silliness. I am not going to go out in public with this because I do have a mask now. But if you don't, hey, you got option. So, anyway, you guys go have a great Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow bright and early for our Wednesday history session. And hope you guys just have a great day. Yes, I'm missing you. Yes, grades are going to be updated. Um, so, there you go. Go have a great day, guys.